Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Martina Salimangos. On today's episode, we talk about embarking on your summer wellness journey with Organique. Today, I am joined with a dear friend and also a renowned dietitian, Jake Andal. Hello, Jake!
Yeah, hello, kamusta ka naman?
Okay naman. So, Jake is a licensed nutritionist and dietitian. Apart from, working with multiple brands, doing collaborations and speaking about health and wellness, he also attends medical school. So Jake is your superhuman, who is luckily one of our good friends and our consultants here at Organique. So on our previous episode, Jake, we talked about sort of not restricting yourself, right? Like not going on these crash diets or sort of torturing your body in that way. And I think there's such a notion that you have to have a beach body ready, especially for the summer. So I kind of wanted to ask you, contrary to the popular belief that you need to go on super restrictions or look a certain way for summer, what are your wellness tips for the summer that include, good nutrition and actual self-love and self-care?
Number one, yung summer, kailangan natin mag-enjoy, di ba? So, kasi yung mainit na nga yung panahon, minsan, yung pressure na kailangan natin pumaya just because magbubarakay tayo, it takes away the fun in the summer, di ba? So, number one, mahalaga na yung wellness journey natin para sa ating beach body ngayong summer is something that you need to enjoy talaga. So, hindi ka dahil you're gonna be pressured na dahil bumili ka ng bikini na 2 sizes lower, kailangan mag-fit. So again, it takes away the fun. So, number 2, yung talagang wellness journey should be something that you can stick on to kahit hindi na summer, di ba? Kasi nga, tulad na nabanggit natin, I think yung first episode natin, no? Sometimes, kapag nag-undergo tayo ng fitness journey, as for example, ngayong summer nga, because we want to achieve a summer body, nawawala yung long-term na pag-iisip natin, paano natin ma-maintain yung fitness journey natin. So, number 2, always remember that go into a fitness journey na you can stick on to in the next few months and hopefully in the next few years. So I think number 3, focus if you are concerned about your weight, then remember na ang ideal rate of weight loss is only 1 to 2 pounds per week. No? If you are in a weight loss journey that you are losing more pounds, greater than 2 pounds per week, I might be concerned na baka it might be too drastic for you. And then we could revisit na ano kaya yung mga nagiging factors. Why? Because mahalaga in weight management, di ba, everything is hormonal talaga. Hormones they really play a huge part in the reason why we gain weight and why we lose weight. Now, if you talk about hormones and how does it affect your weight, the faster you lose the weight, the faster you can also gain it back. Kaya nga, if you are thinking of long-term weight loss, you might want to take a gradual weight loss regimen rather than going very drastic. And kung titingnan din naman natin yung mga pag-aaral, let's say for example, sa mga restrictive diets like ketogenic diet, low carb intermittent fasting diet, napakabilis ng kanilang pag-lose ng weight on the intervention period ng studies na yun. But after the intervention, they also gain back the weight to some extent na mabilis. So kaya yung mga viewers natin, for example, you're starting at, like, let's say for example, 157 pounds and you are overweight, you want to lose weight, maybe on a weekly basis, your target is to lose 2 pounds of weight. Yung 2 pounds na yon, it may sound very konti, di ba? Parang 2 pounds of weight lang, malulose ko, parang anong effect dun sa katawan natin? But remember, if you look at Google, i-type nyo, how much is 1 pound of fat? It's a huge chunk of our body talaga. So kapag yung mga viewers natin in a fitness journey and you're focusing on the weight, even if you lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, malaki yung nababawas na fat percentage doon. And let's say for example, di ba, when we work out talaga, sometimes nagpa-plateau tayo, parang we're eating the same thing. Sometimes you are eating less na, and then your workouts are more, let's say, mas grabe na yung workouts mo, pero you're staying on the same weight. Baka naman you're also gaining muscle, diba? Which is also very important kasi kaya natin in-emphasize yung muscle, it builds your immunity, it makes you stronger, it improves quality of life long term. And also sa viewers natin, the more muscle you have, the more energy you also burn. Kaya nga, yung mga muscular people, they can eat a lot because they also burn them a lot din. So kaya important na we also look into our muscle mass. No? So there are ways to check your muscle mass. For example, if you are in the gyms, meron yung mga weighing scales, like your Tanita weighing scales. It can be helpful in screening and estimating your muscle mass.
Very interesting. I love that though. I love how you talk about sort of the overall health of your body, not just how it looks. Because each body, we hold fat and muscle differently, right?
Normally talaga, lalo na sa women, God made us na yung mga women natin, they made women to store more fat because naturally, you need fat talaga. No? You need more fat than men. Kaya nga, don't be concerned if, for example, you feel like you have too much body fat in your body. Diyos ang may gawa nun. Pero there are ways to trim it down, such as embarking in a healthy lifestyle, incorporating exercise, and then also incorporating antioxidants in your diet.
And you talked about hormones and how much that affects your health overall. And I know that PCOS is really rising, especially for women, and they don't know the certain cause, but one of the main guesses is that it's hormonal. It's because women now are working a lot more than women did back in the day. You also have lots of processed foods, right? So I really love how you're sort of telling our viewers that it's okay not to be super duper thin if that's not what your body naturally holds, right? So I love that. I love this conversation. Building off of that, do you have any summer wellness tips that are very easy to follow, and as a very busy person yourself, that can sort of lead our viewers to more success because of consistency?
So number one, you have to make objectives, no? So ano ba yung objective ng sorry.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. Number one, you have to make objectives that are very achievable. So if you are embarking on a wellness journey, you list down muna ano mga achievable na pwede mong gawin in a week or in a month. Because if you put down, like say for example, in 2 months, I will lose 60 pounds. It might be too overwhelming. So pag hindi mo siya na-reach, parang you will feel down, tapos you will feel burnt out, and then hindi mo na itutuloy. So for example, you can start with, by this week, I will swap out my coffee that is high in sugar into lower sugar options like our acai berry coffee, di ba? Number 2, maybe instead of being sedentary, maybe I can incorporate 10 minutes of workout like 3 times a week, di ba? Very achievable. And then you build up on that. No? Hindi naman kasi mabilisan lagi. Alam ko, mahilig tayo sa lahat ng instant. No? Pati yung mga summer goals natin, very instant. Pero again, the more achievable your objectives are, the easier you will follow it, diba? And then, mas rewarding yung feeling. Tapos, on the next week, on the following weeks, you can build up on your objectives. So, number 2, maybe you could look beyond the weight. No? Like when we look at fitness journeys, kahit ngayong summer. So, for example, magbabarakay ka, or like you state a certain weight, pero you embark on a fitness journey. Although you are the same weight, for sure, your lipids improved, or your blood pressure improved, or, for example, you feel better in your body because syempre, exercise secretes endorphins, makes you feel good. So maybe you could look beyond the weight. You look other health parameters that are being improved in wellness journeys, not just with weight, but also with different aspects of your life then. So number 3, again, consistency is key. So looking into things that you could follow long term, para hindi lang ngayong summer ka papayat or ngayong summer ka gaganda. Buong buhay mo, maganda ka na. Parang ikaw.
Sure. So, you talked about, making healthier choices. It's not about not having your coffee, it's about having a better sugar option or less sugar option, right? And we've also spoken about Organique and how it's helped you in your life. So in what ways has Organique helped you stay active during the summer, especially as someone who's very busy but also kind of wants to enjoy life,
So ako, I try to incorporate working out kahit na sobrang busy natin. There are ways that you can incorporate working out, like 45 to 1 hour in a day, pwede naman natin incorporate. At napansin ko, when there are days na medyo kulang ako sa tulog or super toxic and then I work out, it takes my muscles a great time to recover. Kasi nga, the fact that you are sleep deprived, syempre mas madami ka ng oxidants sa body mo. So, think of your body para ka may, yung may weighing scale. So, the more stress that you have, the more oxidants you will have as well. And that damages your cells. So, what you can do is to incorporate antioxidants in your diet para mabalance siya, and ma-offset yung mga stresses na nakukuha ng katawan natin. So, ako very helpful on my muscle recovery. Yung Masay Premium Blend, no? I use it in my pre-workouts and post-workouts para before I work out, mas napapansin naman natin, no? If you take antioxidants, you will lift heavier. And then, post-workout, you will recover faster. So, kasi nga, di ba, pag tayo nag-workout, we focus on protein, creatine to improve our lifts. No? Pero it's important to also focus on recovery, and a huge part of recovery will be antioxidants. So, yung sa mga viewers natin, alam ko, yung mga magsa-summer programs dyan, yung mga magsa-summer weight loss programs, malaking part ng inyong fitness journey ngayon would be going into a gym and then incorporating workouts in your diet. So always think of how you can recover faster, and antioxidants will be of great help.
Thank you so much, Jake. And to our listeners, I hope that helped you. You know, we talked about adding value into your life, prioritizing your rest, and trying to enjoy your summer and the rest of your life equally instead of doing those fad crash diets. We would also like to thank Organique for sponsoring this podcast and bringing together wonderful like-minded individuals and helping our listeners live their best lives. So Jake, do you have any maybe ending quick tips for our listeners about how they can truly enjoy their summer?
So I think to enjoy the summer, talagang think of the things that you can manage. You can manage as of now. And then don't get overwhelmed doon sa mga pressures na kailangan mo maging ganito, ganyan, to go to Boracay, etc. Just think of the things that you can manage right now and then build up on it. And then improve yourself little by little, because again, di ba, cliche as it sounds, little steps are start of a long journey.
Love that. Wow. I really love that. Thank you so much, Jake. And so up next, join us for our last episode of Embarking on Your Summer Wellness Journey with Organique.